What's going on, everyone? Make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and subscribe to our YouTube. All you have to do is search 3-Man Wrestling Podcast, and you'll have instant access to all things 3MWP. We thank you for your support.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another special edition of the 3-Man Wrestling Podcast. This week, we're going to be covering the Fastlane pay-per-view, but first, my name is Steven. I got my co-host with me. What's up, guys? How are you guys today? Chris and Alex.
Well. How are you?
This is Chris. Happy to be here.
Alex.
Hi, I'm Alex.
We want everyone to know who's who.
Yeah.
Who's your voice?
My name is Alex.
Okay.
Hi, everyone. I'm just kidding. Yeah, what's
So
going on?
we got everyone's
everyone?
voices down now, so we know who we are. So we're ready to have fun here.
Right.
Fastlane was this week.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
So this is like a little pay-per-view episode.
Yes. Early week special episode.
Yeah.
That we're putting out.
Because we literally just watched Fastlane for 3 hours.
Yes.
Or 4.
It was 3.
Was it?
It felt like 4. We'll say that.
Because it kind of started at 7 a little bit.
Well, the pre-show starts at 7.
But no. Pre-show's end.
I mean, Alex showed up at hour 2. So.
Yeah, I did.
So there we go. Yeah.
I made a grand entrance at the stream at hour 2. I started knocking stuff over. I had to make my presence known that I was here.
Things were thrown tonight.
So we actually streamed it live.
We did.
Yeah.
So that can be found on our Twitch account. So if you wanna watch our reactions, go there. But we're gonna discuss it, and it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yes. So, the first match we had tonight was Shinsuke Nakamura, your number 1 contender for the world title, against Rusev with Aiden English. So,
Gotta say, does anyone like Aiden English?
I liked him in the beginning when he was part of who was he? What was the
Vaudevillains.
When he was the Vaudevillains in the beginning, and then Gotch almost killed Enzo and that kind of ended things. Now, we all know what his role is, and it's just to be a comedic act. But I've gone sour on him. I think Rusev deserves a little bit better.
Like I don't know. He just sucks to me. Like
I
guess I know he's trying to be funny and all that, but like I just see him on. I'm like, the skinny little guy's on again.
Yeah.
He's like.
But he's Eddie Guerrero's son-in-law.
Is that the guy who shot himself or something?
He didn't kill himself. We're not going to bring him
We're
up.
not going to bring his name up. Okay. He was the
we don't need
former undisputed.
No, he never existed.
No, I'm saying Eddie.
Oh, yeah, Eddie
is former undisputed champion.
Eddie
Unfortunately, he passed away from a heart attack when he was
so he's not the guy who went postal.
No, we're not. No. We don't talk about
We don't talk about that.
Okay.
But yeah, no.
He doesn't exist.
I think Aiden English's time as this kind of role has kind of run dry. I know that he does have support from the fans, but I think it's mainly for Rusev.
I like people that sing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
I have a soft spot
lie.
for people.
What, him and Elias?
Elias
sings great though.
Damien
That's
Sandow.
the thing.
Well, yeah, I enjoy Elias, especially when he gets hit with his instruments afterwards.
But Elias is great. Aiden English is just like kind of getting to that annoying.
There's no slip and slide for him. I messed that up.
Slip and slide?
Well, he said he was dry, so I'm saying there's no wet slide for him.
No.
Maybe he just needs to put more baby oil on.
Maybe.
Because he doesn't really.
Does
he's
he?
like one
He
of the
looks
guys
ashy.
that doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't really use the baby oil like everyone else does. Like he doesn't drench himself in things.
Yeah.
He just kind of goes out there. I feel like that's what he just wears all day.
Maybe he should use some moisturizer like John Cena, because he looks ashy compared to John Cena.
That is true.
But we'll talk about John Cena's
It might just be
moisturizing
his
afterwards.
complexion. Maybe it's just his complexion. Maybe
People do have some people just have nice complexion, and John Cena is one of those guys. He also has really healthy veins, but we're going to discuss that. We're going to discuss that when we get to the final match.
Anyway.
The 6-packer.
Anyway, Rusev was trying to get revenge for Aiden English being injured by Shinsuke on SmackDown.
What, his agent, right?
Hmm?
Is that his agent?
What do you mean?
Like,
Well, Aiden English is basically Rusev's hype man.
yeah.
Like
I
he
thought
just
he
sings
was
for him.
technically his agent, right?
What do you
Didn't
mean
he say-
agent?
Didn't he say agent in one of the promos? Like, that's my agent. I thought he said that.
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know.
All right.
He's a lot of things.
Anyway.
He's mainly the hype man.
Yeah. So Shinsuke had some cool striped pants.
Mm-hmm.
It was a topic of discussion during this match. We did have some technical difficulties during this match because the stream just kept randomly cutting out.
Yeah.
So we did miss, not the stream, the
It was literally
WWE
every
Network.
time someone got pinned, it just decided like, nope, no connection.
Yeah, so the first 2 matches were kind of hard to follow for a good amount of time. But as expected, Shinsuke did win this match.
Yes.
If he didn't, that would have been a little weird, given the fact that he's about to, quote unquote, main event WrestleMania.
I was talking about how funny would it be if he forgot or he missed his count and got counted out. He just messed up somehow. Would like someone come like, no, didn't count? Like, would someone come in and do that?
No, because it wasn't as significant. It wasn't like when the Royal Rumble, like, can't remember when, but when Vince McMahon kept trolling out, he tore both of his quads because they both like fell out
they
at the
both
same
fell at the
time,
same
and that
time.
wasn't supposed to happen. And he came like marching in, and he was like, "No!" While he's marching, and he tore both of his quads.
Yeah.
So he actually ended up sitting in the ring while
he
making
kinda
a
sat
decision, and then it was like they're gonna both be. I forgot how he made his decision, but
They restarted
yeah,
the
this match wasn't significant enough to the point of that like someone have to come in and go, no, that's not gonna be finished, because if they counted him out, it's weird, but it's like not bad. Yeah, it's not like awful.
Yeah, but Shinsuke's supposed to
'Cause
be
he-
this guy who's going to take out Styles and he's going
Yeah,
to lose to Rusev.
but I'm saying that he can spin it into like I'm saving my energy for
His chi.
whoever won the 6-pack challenge.
I guess. But it didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
He did win,
He did.
as expected.
So we all got points.
Yes,
yes.
we did all get points.
It should be noted that, well, in my opinion, it seems kind of dumb to put Rusev in that situation where he's going to lose.
Yeah, but how many times have they done that before?
I know, but like, why
Which
not
is-
just
is
like
annoying.
put him in the U.S. title match?
Yeah, I
instead?
know. I want him to do more. I was
give him-
annoyed that he
give him
was
something.
Shinsuke.
He's killing it with his merch sales right now.
Yeah, he deserves some sort of run. Do it, WWE.
I mean, I like Rusev. I can't speak for you guys.
I love Rusev.
I just don't like English. So I guess he's guilty by association.
I guess. Anyway, after that, we had the U.S. title match.
Yeah.
Pitting Bobby Roode, the glorious one, or
His
glorious Bobby.
I think Chris is
whatever.
like he's low key kind of he says that he like hates all these people, but like when we're not around him, he's like I like them.
I
I
think
love
he just,
Apollo.
Well, you know,
I love Bobby Roode.
Listen.
I can't show them that. I can't.
I
let them know
gotta
like
say, I got more points for Bobby Roode today. You know why? I found out he looks like Billy Mays. Now I was like, damn, Billy Mays reincarnated into Bobby Roode, and I got some. So I was speculating like, who looks like the ShamWow
Sorry, I
guy?
kicked the table.
Like, who looks like the
Oh,
ShamWow
Vince,
guy?
or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Steven had a funny one.
I said if Edge took a lot of crystal meth, he might end up looking like the ShamWow guy.
So if we had that matchup between Clorox and ShamWow, that'd be awesome.
That would be pretty awesome.
It's Clorox, right?
No, it was
No.
like he had a lot of things.
OxyClean.
OxyClean, that's it.
OxyClean.
That's it. If you had like OxyClean going,
Rest in peace, Billy Mays.
Yeah,
Rest in
We
peace.
miss
We
you.
miss you.
Yeah, we miss you.
Infomercials have not been the same.
so
since.
in that aspect, maybe Rue got some more points for me.
Was Billy Mays ever on Raw?
I think he
was
made one
I
appearance.
was
He
gonna
might
say
have been.
he's so loud. How do you not like announce something?
I think he made one appearance, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, he probably dealt his cocaine to like some of the wrestlers after a while. That's what he did.
Anyway, Roode and Orton actually put on a pretty good match here. I enjoyed it again,
It was a great match.
where I could have because the W Network kept stopping. So
We actually lucked out. We didn't see him lose, right?
who?
I
No,
mean,
we saw
we
it,
got
we
to
saw
see
it.
the winning pin.
Yeah, we saw it.
Yeah. We thought we missed it.
Yeah, so Orton wins this match. Roode kind of went with the flying nothing off the top, and obviously Orton RKO's him.
And
through
we-
that, from that.
All messed up on points on that.
Yeah, we all picked Bobby Roode. I think all of us deep down were gonna pick Orton, but we weren't exactly sure.
Yeah, I said straight up I wanted Orton to
Yeah.
win, or Norton, but I thought they were just gonna give it to Bobby.
My thought process was that Bobby Roode would win here and Orton would win at Mania, but I guess
that-
it might be the reverse.
that
of
was my thought
so.
process as well. I thought that was going to be the case. And
I mean,
they
unless
switched it.
he could technically put his rematch, use his rematch between now and WrestleMania.
Yeah,
As long as he gets a WrestleMania entrance.
but I think he'll reuse it at Mania, and I think Bobby Roode has worked enough in the business to deserve a small WrestleMania moment. And that's where he could win back his U.S. title.
Everyone deserves their. No, Jinder's winning that.
What? It's gonna be another.
Yeah, Jinder is gonna.
What's it gonna be? Another match between them?
Well, it looks that way because after the match, Jinder came out and
All pissed off.
yeah, he tried to attack
mad.
both of them, but well, he does, and then Bobby Roode hits him with the glorious DDT, turns the tables on him, and he also hits Orton with the DDT. So, as we speculated on our episode on Friday, it looks like that's gonna be the triple threat U.S. title match at Mania.
Yep.
I don't know. I have a soft spot for Jinder
I thought it was gonna be Jinder against Orton. Why would they have Billy Mays?
because he gets a rematch.
Because he gets a title rematch. And just how they had everything set up.
I mean, you get tired of that?
No, they had a good match tonight.
Yeah, they had a solid match.
I get.
And I think having the three of them, they could put on a solid match at Mania. I feel like the crowd today wasn't really into their match. They kind of got bored with it a little bit, but they did put on a good match. So if you add Jinder to it, it adds a whole different element.
Yeah, maybe if you had Jinder. Oh, was that? I don't know. To me, seeing the same matches over and over. I mean, just seeing the same people. I haven't even been watching wrestling so long.
Get
and I
used
don't like
to
that.
it, man.
Yeah, it's going to be very common.
Isn't that bad?
Depending on the people.
Does it just mean they just don't have wrestlers to put out there anymore?
No, they have way too many wrestlers. That's why it's an issue. They have so many, like Rusev, like what I said, like he
can do a lot
he should
of cool
probably
stuff.
be in that picture. I mean, he faced Bobby Roode on SmackDown for it, but lost.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Especially in NXT and stuff, like they have all those guys ready to come up usually, so it does get a little clogged given the fact that I don't know, you only have so much time on TV, I guess.
I guess. I don't know. I feel like it's the same storylines over and over.
I feel like NXT should also be used just to let people get more airtime. Like I feel like people deserve to kind of. I know they've done it in the past, and it's helped people like Zack Ryder, stuff like that. They brought it back down.
Yeah,
He
definitely.
did good
Yeah,
work. And they
Cesaro
brought it
did
back
that
up.
too.
Cesaro. I think they need to do that with people who don't get as much TV time. They throw them on NXT,
Like
here and there.
The problem with that now is that they're literally just signing everyone.
Yeah, I know. To NXT, yeah, which is awesome. Yeah, they're log jamming every single place that they have.
Like how many times are we going to see like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn come out with
I watch
AJ?
them wrestle every night.
Yeah, they put on incredible matches. We've seen and you since you watched NXT before me, so you saw some of the matches before. But I've since me being watching wrestling again, I've seen about 4 or 5 Sami.
But isn't it the same kind of thing where they're friends and they're not, and then they're friends? Like
It's been that way since they were like 18.
Yeah, they literally
in
been
several
like
companies,
and they've been in multiple places, and they've put on
actually
incredible matches every
I
place
should
they've
say
gone.
technically they don't have a history before WB because so Sami Zayn was El Generico on the Indies. He wore a mask. He was like a luchador, but like not a luchador. Like he was like a
Zayn.
Yeah, he was like
His name
that's
was,
why his name is El Generico. 'Cause he was
Generico.
like a generic
So-
luchador wrestler, but not a luchador wrestler.
So when El Generico like had his last matches on the Independents, like he's like, oh, I'm going to my orphanage in Mexico, or whatever, and then so like that's the joke, like they're not the same person. Like El Generico's in Mexico with the orphans. But it's the same. That's a joke because it's so obviously him.
Yeah.
Because he has the beard and everything. So
The beard.
that's the
ginger
joke.
beard.
So they came up together. So they've had
I don't know.
hundreds of matches together.
Like kind of
at
like
this point.
them and who's the girl that keeps getting portrayed by Sasha? Bailey.
Bailey.
Baszler, man.
Basil.
Yeah, the Leaf.
Basil.
I don't know. After a while, it's just like, come on.
I know, but they're working towards WrestleMania at this point. So.
Whatever. And then it resets,
28
right?
days, man. Pretty much
Yeah,
it
and then
does
pretty
reset.
much resets.
I mean,
Hopefully, all three of us will be there. But yeah.
No
I
comment.
mean, the pay-per-view after WrestleMania is Payback, so like it's kind of like the final matches and these feuds will probably be there for some of them because hence Payback.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, after that we had Carmella and Natalya versus Becky Lynch and Naomi.
Terrible match.
Yeah.
This is where Chris's prediction night went downhill.
Yeah.
Come on, it should have went to Lynch. She had red hair. She's
I know,
Irish.
man, but they got the upper hand on SmackDown. So
They need
Why?
to book
You even
Carmella
had the
strong.
neon glow stick coming out, ready to go with her wig and stuff, and they give it to like Iggy Azalea.
what's wrong with Carmella?
She's annoying. She's like, meow, the whole time. Did you hear her?
They need to book her strong
Yeah.
because she has to cash that Money in the Bank
she'll be
in
champion
relatively
Is it
soon.
really that like strong beating like the Irish girl? And
Yeah.
Beating
everyone else
Becky
was, like-
Lynch and Naomi, yeah,
They're
they're
both-
former
yeah.
champions. Yeah,
I
it's
feel like
impressive.
Lynch lost like the last couple matches she was in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
because they
she's-
don't know what they're doing with her yet.
She's the first
So
ever.
is that really
SmackDown.
like, oh yeah, I beat someone who just got beat 3 other times?
Doesn't matter. It's Becky Lynch. She's one of
She
the
made
best.
a name for herself as one of the top women's wrestlers.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's kind of like a has-been kind of thing. After a while, you
She's
just
not a has been.
listen.
She's still
she's
young.
losing too much. She's losing too much now. Listen, I voted for her. I want her to win.
Yeah, but the thing is, me and Steven realized when we were making our predictions that we said, we have a lot of faces.
Yeah.
We have to pick one heel group. We'll go Carmella and Natalia.
Why wouldn't Usos be the heel group? You guys picked
I don't
that?
Well, I
even
picked
know
the
if
New
they're
Day.
Heels.
Okay.
They get so hard to determine who's like. I guess they're heels when it comes to the New Day.
New Day's
Facing a New
funny.
Day.
Come on, they're slimy people at Nickelodeon, so they can't be the heel.
I mean, yeah, but they were heels at one point.
At one point, not now.
Oh no. Now
Yeah,
they really
right now
can't
it's the
be.
Usos. You could just tell by the little promo they had. They're like, "Oh, we're the New Day," and then like Usos came in. They're like, "What penitentiary?" Like like you just tell like oh, he's the badasses. Like you knew it was gonna happen.
Well, now in this situation, which, I mean, obviously, we'll just cover the we'll just run past this. Carmella won the match for her team with the super kick, her and Natalia. So we'll just run past that real quick because
Point to me and Steven.
there
Boom.
was a few botches in that match too. So we're
Not
just gonna
surprised.
forget that.
Yeah.
Next match was the New Day versus which was Xavier Woods and Kofi were the tag team tonight versus the Usos for the tag
Yeah,
titles.
why wasn't Big E in there?
Yeah, usually he is. That's why when it was Xavier Woods and Kofi, I was like, oh, wow, that's usually not the
It's
case.
a different dynamic.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good to see Xavier in the ring because we don't really see him often. He's not the best wrestler, but he does put on he does some solid work.
Yeah, but they
Is
put...
that the guy with the clown shoes?
Yes.
Yes.
He wears like weird boots. Or he puts stuff over his boots, usually.
The clown shoes. It looks ridiculous. They're bigger than his like.
They're all inspired
wait
by
till
things
they're,
that he used growing, like the things that he loved growing up.
Yeah, just wait
Well,
for the
video games and
WrestleMania gear. It's
Oh,
usually
I
pretty
can't
crazy.
wait for the WrestleMania gear. I'm so excited to see what they come out with.
Xavier goes all out.
Waffles.
Well, last year... No, not last year. Was that last year?
Yeah,
2
last year they had the ice cream truck because they were the hosts.
Oh, yeah, but 2 years ago, they came out of a giant box of Bootios.
Yeah, that was great.
So they were putting on a solid match as usual, but then you hear how does it go? Something like that.
There's like a gap in between.
The Bludgeon Brothers come out.
Oh, that's funny. I was gonna say Corbin.
Yeah,
because you
it's
keep
the-
saying
no,
that.
It's the same.
It's the same. It's like the same thing.
That's why every time I'm like, oh, what is it?
Yeah, I actually fell for that. Okay.
So they come out and they lay waste to literally everyone. It was
And they-
pretty brutal.
Yeah, they use the hammers to start.
Yeah,
so
they
we got to
actually
see
used the
that.
hammers.
Well, we
Yeah.
found out that they're actually not that heavy.
Oh yeah, because they hit the
steel steps
and they
and-
didn't even dent.
Yeah,
so.
they didn't even dent
So-
anything. It just bounced. I think the hammer took more damage than the steel step.
I guess you could say Steven was right that they weren't that heavy because Charlotte picked it up.
Yeah, they're foam. They're clearly foam.
They're heavy
There was
plastic or very heavy foam.
There was zero struggle in them picking them up when they dropped them and then picked them up. They were like, oh, yeah, okay. It's like a Nerf, like dolled up Nerf hammer.
Yeah, it's very.
It's
Whatever
like
material they use is very.
it's like a
thick, though.
Thor hammer you could buy at Target
Yeah.
that you give to like your son or daughter so they don't actually hurt you. Although they do have like actual legit ones that actually hurt. 'Cause
yeah.
I've gotten hit by them.
Yeah, they're not fun.
So, yeah, they destroy everyone. Hammers were involved. Xavier Woods apparently is dead.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
took so what happened was they laid waste to everyone. They stopped targeting Big E and Kofi, and they immediately go to Xavier.
Yeah.
They clear out the Usos. They do like a frog splash
Yeah.
and like Harper slams rolling down, and then they go to him and they power bomb him, kind of like shield power bomb, onto the steel steps. And at first they threw him down pretty hard, and we at first really did not know if he was selling that he was like convulsing or if he actually was convulsing and having like a seizure in the middle of
Yeah,
this
but
thing.
like,
I thought he was doing it the whole time.
I think he was selling it really, really, really well, but there's parts where they come back to him because it was like he did it for so long. Usually, you do it for a few minutes, you stop, and you start it. He was doing it, and it looked very
He's dedicated.
natural, very dedicated.
Okay, so
I mean, he did hit it. Like you can't really.
Yeah, when you go
fake
back
that.
and see the replay, his spine and head go slamming
right,
into the
so
steel step.
I'm on Twitter.
Yep.
Xavier Woods. So WWE tweeted that he suffered a thoracic spine injury for said
Thoracic. Thor.
We're going back to Thor again.
Yeah, are they trying to do something there?
So, a lot of people seem to think this might be legit.
I want to see the documentation.
I mean, it didn't look good, and that's why we were concerned.
Is there a gif of it?
Because
it was weird because he looks like he's selling it, but his head also goes back in that weird kind of like something's wrong, kind of slow. Like
Okay, but if something was wrong, wouldn't they kind of know like, oh, this is going on too far, and the camera kept going in there, and wouldn't they be like, back off, let's get him out of here?
They know, but sometimes there's parts where they think it's also they're selling, and since the Bludgeon Brothers moved out of the way, the doctors came over. We didn't see anyone chuck up an X, which is usually an immediate sign that this is a serious injury, which is why we were confused on what was going on, because when someone gets severely injured, albeit we were speaking about him, Enzo, when he bounced off the ropes and actually was knocked unconscious, the doctors immediately threw up the X, the wrestlers threw up the X, they knew something was wrong. This one we didn't really see. We saw the doctors come over and they were selling it like,
the people are making a lot of points here. One, it did take them a long time to get him out of ringside.
Yes.
It looked like legitimate like EMT people, but you never do know, they could be actors.
What you're saying, it took a while, so that means it's true?
Yeah, but again, another point people are making is if it was really a neck injury, they would have stabilized his neck, and they did not do that.
Yeah.
Didn't they put something around him?
They just put him on a backboard.
They put him on a backboard, and they had his head taped, but usually they would put a brace to secure his neck.
I thought they
and
did
again, like I pointed out when I first read this, I feel like it takes a lot longer than like an hour and a half to 2 hours to diagnose an injury like that.
Yeah, that's something serious. And
maybe they were like, "Oh, you're a wrestler. It must be this. We've seen this before."
I mean, you could have a quick diagnosis, but with something that serious, you would hopefully get multiple opinions and second opinions before they tweet it 2 hours after it
I was going to say, that's really, really quick.
It's really quick for that severe
The
of an
quote
injury.
from the article is, "We're currently in the process of having him evaluated with x-rays and possibly an MRI for any further damages, such as a ruptured discs or fractures of the thoracic spine."
Steven, what's on your mind? What are you thinking about?
Ruptured discs, man. And, going too deep on the internet lately.
We hope this is a work, obviously.
Yes.
If not, we wish nothing but the best for Xavier, and we hope for a speedy recovery. But we're really hoping that this is a work, because we would love to see him at WrestleMania.
It has, I don't know. You never do know.
Yeah, you never know.
I would like to think that.
Listen, they just need some PR points.
I mean, is that PR points that someone suffered a spine injury wrestling for them?
Yeah, look how active they're getting right now.
Whoa, sorry. I don't know.
Look at
We'll see what happens. I mean, it would be great.
Look how many retweets and likes and whatnot did that get. Look how much interaction and conversations that's getting. You'd be like, oh my god, someone died last night.
Yeah, but someone will twist and be like, oh wow, the WWE's unsafe. Like they already have issues with their concussions and everything.
Stuff like that in medical history.
I feel like this wouldn't make it worse. I feel like this just kind of adds to the argument that's already ongoing, so it's not really like significant. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no,
I don't feel like this is gonna be like bring up a whole new thing or lawsuit or anything. I think it's just gonna be like, oh look, someone else got hurt.
Chris,
like, what is this?
People are very easily triggered these days.
No, everyone's just focused on Trump. Now, if Trump said something like, then like go the other end on that one.
Anyway,
but maybe they're doing it to have the Bludgeon Brothers as these brutal enemies, and hopefully Xavier shows up at Mania and is like, I'm ready to redeem myself and
maybe
kick all your asses.
Maybe Usos and New Day are gonna get together and defeat the Bludgeon Brothers.
No,
not gonna happen.
How that works.
No,
they might. Yeah, no, they're not gonna team up.
Come on, we had 5 people team up on Braun.
Yeah,
because
but that was
Braun and it's every man for himself.
It was an elimination match too.
Yeah. So why don't we eliminate him and then we can go at it? Though
Exactly.
it's like no.
Oh, they
no
don't have
benefit.
multiple tag team matches in one.
No, it'd be a triple threat match.
Yeah. So
But I'm saying like a
gets-
triple threat tag team match. They never had that. Like
Yeah.
3 tag teams.
They could team up, but eventually they're gonna have to fight each other.
Yeah. Then whoever gets the pin
Yeah, because
gets the win.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
the
why would
team
you
should
beat
get
up-
the win.
Why would you beat up the Bludgeon Brothers and then like who's gonna get the win then? Okay, who's gonna pin? We just teamed up. Who's gonna get the win? Or they can beat them up and just fight.
Well,
each
that's
other,
what I'm
which is a
saying,
Possibility
like-
as well.
They all right.
Just saying. If
Do
it
you
was
concede?
if it was an elimination match, like a triple threat
Yeah, which
elimination
it could
tag
be.
match.
Yeah, but
which
like
could
wouldn't
be,
triple threat
then that
match
could
mean
happen.
like one person? Like there's 3 people in the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm saying like, but you just had the Usos versus Bludgeon Brothers versus Big Day. Like
Big
all
Day?
all big. Listen, it's Big Day now. Okay, we got Andy Norton, we got Console, we got Big Day. All right, that's my names, and we're gonna deal with it.
I mean, it could be a tornado tag match too, where everyone's going at the same time, given the circumstances at which the Bludgeon Brothers just.
Because like
killed
you can
everyone.
have like the tag team kind of thing where like they're all fighting each other and the other one tags and the other one gets it. Like they never done that before.
What do you mean? Say that
Like-
again.
Like they have like 3 tag teams in there instead of 3 people, like a triple threat. They just
Yeah,
have
it's a
them as
tornado.
tag.
tornado match,
Tornado tag.
everyone's going against each other.
But then like,
You can also have eliminations. Though.
but like the Bludgeon Brothers don't go for each other. Usos don't go for each other, obviously, right?
the New Day.
No, it's like
Yeah.
but every person can be in the ring at once.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's what I was
So
saying.
then that might be the play where they say, why don't we just team up and beat them up, and then we'll fight each other after
Yeah.
and hope for the best. But that's the possibility. We'll see what happens. We'll keep you updated.
Speaking of big WrestleMania implications, next was the women's title match: Charlotte versus Ruby Riott.
Boo.
Match was
I mean, I was entertained by it.
There's moments.
I mean, I like Ruby Riott. I feel like I like everyone.
Yeah, you like a lot of people.
I like to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. I mean, if there's one person I don't like, do you want to know who I absolutely don't like?
Who's that?
Alberto Del Rio,
Yeah, we're not.
who might be coming back again.
No, don't tell me that.
He was
I thought they hated him.
apparently in Connecticut to film something for a Rey Mysterio thing. But Vince does love that guy. So you never do know what's going to happen.
But I thought they have like a really bad relationship.
No, Vince loves him.
Is Triple H the one that doesn't like him?
Triple H, I don't think likes him at all.
Yeah, that's what it was then.
Because, because you're just going to clog up another spot, like we said. Like, just call,
then it's-
freaking Sienna Almas up.
It's
You
gonna
want a
yeah.
Mexican star.
But it's also going to be a circle again because what happened last time? They got Del Rio back. He had a world title run. He lost it.
U.S. title. That
Yeah,
time.
U.S. title.
Was
He
it
lost it, and then he had nothing, and he got pissed, and he left.
And almost ruined Paige's career.
Yeah, it almost ruined Paige's career. We're not going to dive into that.
Well, I mean, is Rey Mysterio still like a thing?
He might be coming.
Like,
Well, he got injured, but it's not as bad as they thought.
didn't he come back like recently?
Yes, he was in the
Royal
Royal
Rumble.
Rumble. That was just
Yeah.
a one-off for
Yeah,
now.
but
but
like,
now they're working on
Yeah.
like a deal for him to be there.
He has a match in New Japan
hasn't he been around for like ever?
on March 26th, and they're in their Long Beach show against Jushin Thunder Liger. But that does not mean WWE's door is closed. I think they're in negotiations. So
I don't know. I guess
We'll
people
see.
liked Ray back then, right?
everyone loves Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I never thought he was
love
that
him.
crazy. I just found it funny they kept putting him against like the huge guys. Like didn't he fight Great Khali and the fat black guy?
Mark
Wow.
Henry.
He's
Yeah.
the world's strongest man.
Yeah. He's just
He
like,
wrestled Big Show.
oh,
He-
Big Show, yeah.
He's wrestled all the top.
And I thought that was always retarded. Like he would swing around the ropes and hit Big
He
Show.
wrestled
And be
everyone.
like, "Ah."
He's Rey Mysterio.
I
the
just
best
remember
ever
him
do it.
wrestling big guys. That was it.
He's the reason 205 Live is a thing,
Yeah,
more or less.
which is why I would love to see him on 205 Live.
He revolutionized the game for
Yeah.
those guys, more or less. But that's not what we're talking about.
We're going back
talking
to
about
this
Charlotte
match.
and Ruby Riott. Yes, I do like Ruby Riott.
Why?
What?
Why? She just reminds me of that little annoying like hot
Okay,
chocolate
but
girl,
here's the thing.
and then like she's just like wham wham wham. The
Okay,
whole
but
time.
here's the thing. I obviously watch NXT religiously. So I
Was she
saw
from
her.
that?
Yeah, she's from NXT. She wasn't even in the company a year and a half ago. So she's come from NXT all the way to the main event scene in the women's division. So she's really good. She's
Why?
more of a natural babyface.
What's making her good? Her matches?
She's a great wrestler. You don't get it, like, that's the thing. You don't get the chance to see how good people really are sometimes on the main roster. Because Vince has a style he likes, and, you know, it is what it is.
But once Triple H gets the company, it's going to be great.
But she's more of a natural face than a heel, but she was thrown into it. Because Vince sees a certain type of person as, like, yeah, heel. You're a heel now. Yeah. Yeah, you're a heel. Anyway, that's besides the point. They put on a decent match, but I mean, eventually Naomi and Becky came out again to even the odds for her because the Riot Squad was getting involved.
Yeah.
But doesn't that get tiresome too?
No, I'm definitely tired of that. I'm definitely tired.
I feel like that's.
But now it's over because more or less. So the both duos of friends got kicked from ringside, so it was just between the two, and Charlotte wins with the figure 8.
Ruby tapped out really quickly.
Yeah.
A lot quicker than I thought she would.
So at that point, Chris is like, hey, what are our prediction update? And so I go to do it, and I hear music, I'm like, wait, Carmella? And they're like, it's Asuka! And then the greatest moment in our streaming history happened.
A lot of vulgarity.
Yes, I said a lot of curse words at Chris and Alex.
TVMA for
who doubted me,
that clip.
Who fought me for weeks on this, that Asuka wouldn't be facing Charlotte at WrestleMania, and that it would be Alexa Bliss. I threw a chair by accident.
Yeah.
I almost broke it.
All available on our Twitch account.
Yes, we will probably take that clip and post it on Instagram and everything because it was pretty funny. I had fun. I don't know about you guys.
It was funny. No, it was great. I was laughing. I think the thing that bothered us was, for me, you know, people think I'm against the match. I'm okay with said match.
If you aren't, you could lose my number.
I wanted it. I wanted it later on though.
Nah,
I was more of a SummerSlam, Charlotte, Asuka.
But dude, how much did they like lead to Sasha? It's not Sasha. Bliss.
There's not really.
They kind of
they kept hinting at it, and they're usually very blatant with what they want.
Yeah, but at the same time, they're blatantly building towards Alexa and Nia having a match now. So
yeah, but they're also mixing Asuka in it. So
yeah, but that was out of necessity because Asuka's on Raw and she needs to be involved in that.
Yeah, which I'm okay with.
But now, she, like I said, how many times has she beaten everyone on Raw? She's beaten Nia Jax like 8 times at this point.
Yeah.
So get her out of there. Give her fresh matchups. Charlotte's gonna. I get it. You wanted to like build to it more, but Ronda Rousey's the thing now.
Yeah.
I've said Charlotte versus Ronda Rousey is my early prediction to main event next year.
Ronda
next year.
Yeah. So that's gonna be probably her thing for the next year. So you get Asuka and Charlotte out of the way. And it's not really like I'm not saying like just get it out of the way. I don't want. It's not like Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar like get it out of the way, just be done with.
Yeah.
I really want to see the match. I think it also could main event this year.
You know, I'm not saying I don't want. People were thinking like, you know, Katie was thinking I'm totally against the match. I just wanted it later down the line, a little bit of a stronger build up. But I'm excited for the match to take place. I think it's going to be a great match between two. We know who's going to win it, but I think they're going to put on a fantastic match at Mania.
Yep. So, there you go. Another match confirmed for the night. And then this match coming up, the main event, the 6-pack challenge, which used to be the Fatal 5-Way, but now the 6-pack challenge.
The Sixer.
Would decide who faces Shinsuke Nakamura.
And it was John Cena.
No, it was not. Well, spoiler, but John Cena was in this match, as we know.
And he started it off so strong.
Yes, it was Cena, Ziggler, Corbin, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and obviously AJ Styles.
And I love how Ziggler was in there. Useless.
Man, it's buyer's remorse, dude.
They didn't use.
You just need a guy to beat up on.
You need to justify the money you spend, right? Vince is justifying the money he spent. He's putting him in the main event.
Yeah, because he has to have him in there because he got a new contract. But also, like I keep on saying, Miz is going to be a dad now. They need a new star in the ring. Who is it going to be? Dolph Ziggler. Oh yeah. God, Marine 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 15. We're just going to skip all the other ones in between. Yeah. Dolph Ziggler.
I can't believe there's so many Marines. I saw the first Marine in theaters. I was so excited for that movie. My dad took me and Pete to see it.
But
John Cena, bro.
It kind of fell off the cliff after like
Jesse's like, dude, we got our op, so we like pay-per-viewed it or whatever back then, however it was.
On demand?
Yeah.
Decent movie.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. About saying
Not the worst. WWE
Yeah, I just remember
Studios
being
movie.
corny. And then I think we watched The Rundown. Like, we just watched a bunch of wrestling.
Oh my god.
Jesse was really into
No, you
those.
gotta watch The Chaperone with Triple H.
Oh god.
One of the best ones.
He has movies?
Yeah. He
That's
was in
fine.
Blade, bro. You know Blade?
No.
Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, no. I know.
Oh,
Marvel,
Blade.
the vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Triple H was in one of those movies.
I feel like I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Was he like the bad guys?
Yeah,
like
he's
it's his...
I've never seen it, but yeah, he was one of the bad guys.
Yeah.
And then,
Okay.
like, yeah, you know.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
But in terms of WWE Studios movies, The Chaperone is like top of my list on how terrible and good, but good it is at the same time.
Terrible and good.
Yeah.
What's the movie with the Big Show that's like real?
Oh, that one was good too.
Knucklehead. What
Oh
is it
yeah,
called?
Knucklehead.
Was
I
it
think that's what it
Knucklehead?
was called. That was good too. I like that one. They're all. I think these are on Netflix. I've definitely watched it on
Did
Netflix.
The Rock do wrestling movies? Like, or his separate?
No, he was always like
his first
actual
his
studios.
first movie was Scorpion
Yeah.
King. His first big studio movie was Scorpion King, and it's been
Okay. I
history
thought
ever
like
since.
Rundown and what's the other one he did with Johnny Knoxville? Or is that yeah? What was that one?
Oh, Walking Tall.
Yeah.
It's a
I
good
thought that
movie.
was his first one.
No, Scorpion
No,
King was his
Scorpion
first
King,
big
bro.
one.
Oh, Dan was running Walking Tall?
What?
Dan was Walking Tall?
Bro.
Walking Tall is a few years after
Gridiron
that.
Gang. That's a good movie.
Gridiron Gang is a good
I like
movie.
that movie.
That is a good movie.
Jumanji, killing it.
Oh yeah.
Jumanji-
Jumanji's
$1
killing it.
billion.
I've
I
only
actually-
heard good things. I need to hear.
I actually
about
found out that's
Jumanji.
not Disney.
Yeah. You thought it was Disney?
Yeah. Why didn't I think that's
It's
Disney?
not Disney.
Dude, you're just, are you not surprised that like Disney doesn't own Jumanji?
I'm sure they will own the studio that made it at some point.
Yeah.
Well, someone said
bound
that
to
too.
happen. They're
They
becoming
probably
the
own-
Skynet of the entertainment business.
Yeah, they probably own it somehow.
Look, I'm just
covering
saying,
their name.
now that we're on a tangent, let me segue back, but we will cap it off with another movie. John Cena was in a movie nominated for an Oscar because of Ferdinand. They got nominated for Best Animated Movie.
Ferdinand?
Yeah.
What's that?
It's like the movie, the horse movie. I think he was actually the horse, so I think he might have actually been the lead role in that movie.
Really?
Good
Yeah.
for him.
He got his movie got nominated for an Oscar before a Rock movie did. Oh wait, Moana might have gotten.
Yeah.
No.
Moana probably
Yeah.
won
Yeah.
for something.
Yeah.
No, did Moana win?
I think it won for Best Animated Picture the year it came out.
That's possible. I don't know. So I could be wrong, but John Cena got nominated for an Oscar technically.
Woo! Dun, dun,
And Kobe
dun,
Bryant
dun.
won an Oscar.
You
but
know,
now let's talk about wrestling because we're really
We're going off on
now we're on
Insane.
Kobe Bryant.
John Cena has been great in movies like Grinder.
Oh my
And
God,
then-
here we go. Dolph Ziggler, by the way.
He's on Grinder.
No, but he's
that
actually
doesn't
had
surprise me.
relations with Amy Schumer.
Really?
Yeah. You could look that up on your own time. We won't get into that.
And
Let's
John,
get back to wrestling.
John Cena's also in Daddy's Home.
Why are you just bringing up all these movies?
He's in it, and he's such a bro in it.
Of course,
The Rock did not win, by the way. It was nominated for Best Animated Feature
Okay.
Film.
that makes sense.
Okay, now back to wrestling.
Okay.
So the main event,
With John
like Chris
Cena.
said, John Cena started off very strong. For some
He just
reason,
FU'd
every
everyone.
member of the match decided to
It's
run
set.
directly at him.
For AJ Styles,
Yes.
he was smart.
They were like, "Everyone, get out of here! We want Cena versus
Yeah,
AJ for like 5
everyone got
minutes."
nap time right away. Everyone is set for AJ.
Isn't that
and
kind
John.
of stupid? I know they have to focus on like the fight and the rest, like whatever. But like everyone just hides under the mat.
They want everyone to get their shine, man.
It's so silly.
Well, everyone
Hey
had
man,
their
this
moments.
match was really good. I
This
actually
match
liked
was
this
very
match.
fun.
These matches can easily be like, I don't know, too much to process.
It can be a cluster F or
Yeah.
very solid.
But they did a good job.
I feel like just Ziggler and Corbin just got beat up on the whole time.
Corbin
Then-
had a couple moments.
And
Corbin-
then they
Corbin
had
had
like their
moments.
bromance, the other two, Kevin Owens and Zayn.
Well, yeah.
And then like the big match came back where it's like AJ Styles and Cena. Even Cena disappeared for a little bit.
everyone disappeared.
Yeah, Styles took a.
I feel like Styles was there for a
20-minute
while.
nap.
Wow. Well, hold on.
We'll
So,
get into this.
AJ versus
Good
Cena,
match.
they went back and forth for a bit, and then everyone else gets back in the ring again, and they all gang up on Cena. They got to get him out because he's big match John. You don't want him anywhere near the pinfall because he's gonna win. He's big match John. He's gonna get that 17th title.
It was Super Cena today, by the way.
Yes.
Super Cena was in the building.
But not super
Such
enough.
a great meme.
Not super enough, yeah.
But everyone got their moments and everyone got their finish off. A few, some people got off. Cena got off like 10 times. I feel like.
Yes, Cena got. You need to go back and count, but I'm pretty sure it was 10.
AJ hit the Styles Clash on Cena, which is
Which
always a heart attack.
Which is
for-
always scary because we told Chris during our stream there's the one instance where John Cena was a half-inch away of being paralyzed.
Yeah, the first time he ever had
Yeah,
to be on the
so-
end of that.
Yeah, so It's very nerve wracking.
I feel like wait, you saying Cena was the one?
Cena's like when
He almost broke his neck.
Well, AJ has actually broken people's necks.
Yeah, AJ Styles has
it's
actually
never
broken
his fault,
people's
though.
necks. It's not. It's the person taking the finish's fault. But John Cena, when he was going to do it, he like had everything right, but then the instinct kicked in at the last second, so he started to tuck and then realized at the last second he shouldn't be tucking.
To explain, the natural, like what you're taught to do whenever you take a wrestling move, you tuck your head in, so your head doesn't like smash on the mat. If you do that during a Styles Clash, your neck is gonna like and break. So you have to go like that.
You have to look.
But even with Cena's thick ass neck.
Well, that's the thing. Like AJ had to like adjust the first time he did it.
I was gonna say,
so he didn't break his neck.
That's all muscle up there, though.
He's done it so many times at this point that like if he realizes someone's fucking up, he could like, I just dropped an F-bomb. It's okay.
We have one. We're allowed one.
He can like react and he could like adjust slightly. Like James Ellsworth, he saved
James Ellsworth's life. But yeah, so the first time he did it, like with John Cena, he literally his head like scraped the mat and then he hit it.
So.
But now, he's, like Steven said, he's done so many times now.
So like the bigger guy, he like absolutely cannot do that too, because like sometimes people like I've seen people like straight up panic when they go to do it. So like he just doesn't. He very rarely pulls it out at this point. I think because Vince is like, I don't need these lawsuits.
He definitely does it now with wrestlers that he's comfortable with or knows have done good work over the years that he can trust. Mm-hmm. But some of the people he knows that he shouldn't.
Plus the phenomenal forearm's really cool too.
Yes, the phenomenal forearm.
And the calf crusher.
So. The phenomenal forearm?
Yeah.
That's so lame.
It's awesome.
The name is so lame.
Why?
Sounds like
a phenomenal one.
Phenomenal forearm seems like you just watched like a ton of Baywatch and was like, oh hey, here's my forearm strength now. Let's go.
No, it's not the strength. It's
you ever
the
watch
way Dexter's
Laboratory?
Yeah.
Remember when he built his dad that like robotic arm?
No.
Yeah, they beat the guy in the truck stop.
No.
Yeah, phenomenal forearm. Where are you
pulling the references out from? Damn.
That's what I'm thinking of when you said that.
No, it's not. It's not that his forearm is so thick and powerful.
Dude, that's what a phenomenal forearm sounds like.
It's the torque he gets on his body.
He jumps from the top rope and slings his arm back.
He looks like a superhero.
Yeah. It's like a
was that his finisher tonight?
That's one of his finishes. Yes, that's how the match ended.
I thought he kicked someone in the face.
No.
And then he had like the whole like hair in the face.
Yeah, that was the
that was his forearm. A phenomenal forearm. That's a lame dude. I'm sorry, that's a lame name.
As we said, Cena got off a lot of attitude adjustments, including one on the announce table on Styles.
He took it butt first.
Yeah, he took it right on his butt, so that probably hurt a little bit.
Yeah, it looked painful.
But we did notice a few times that Shane McMahon was just kind of awkwardly standing there, so we knew at some point he would get involved. I thought we'd get at least one night without Shane being involved in the Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Dude, that guy loves the camera. He has to be there.
Well, he is a McMahon. The McMahons do love the spotlight.
They love the cameras.
But Shane, KO and Sami, their story played out more in this match. So they were outside brawling a bit. And Sami, he turns to Shane and he's like, is this what you wanted? Like, this is what you want? Are you happy now? So Kevin Owens goes to super kick Sami Zayn.
That took too long.
What? Setting that up?
Yeah.
So Sami dives out of the way and Shane gets super kicked naturally. So it looks like at one point Kevin Owens has the match won, but Shane stops. He pulls the ref out and like, nope, you're not winning. And then Sami looks like he has the match won and he pulls Sami Zayn out of the ring. So they both get screwed by Shane yet again. And then that led to the finishing sequence of this match. Cena hits an AA on Ziggler.
F you.
And as always, he goes for the roll through, and it costs him. So Kevin Owens gets involved. He hits the pop-up powerbomb on Cena. But then Kevin Owens turns around, and there's a phenomenal forearm in his face. So that wins the match for AJ Styles, who retains his title.
As we predicted.
Should have been Cena.
As Steven and Chris predicted.
Yes.
But
should have been Cena, though.
Should have. No, I'm just kidding.
One day.
One day. I thought he's done.
Yeah, he needs to break the record, and it wasn't going to be at Fastlane.
He will break the record on a Universal title reign because he hasn't held that.
So he's going to fight The Undertaker?
Probably at WrestleMania, yes. We'll see tomorrow or Tuesday.
What, in a month he's gonna fight the Undertaker?
28 days.
And the Undertaker's gonna come back and lose?
Well, I don't know. I don't know who's gonna win that match.
That's stupid if Undertaker comes back to lose.
Not necessarily.
I feel like if it was Finn
he
Balor
did last
versus
year.
Undertaker, which is not going to happen, unfortunately, like some people had predicted, that would have been cool. That
Finn
Undertaker
Balor
lose
versus
to
the
Finn
Undertaker?
Balor. Because you can have Demon
Yeah.
Balor beat Undertaker, and then it's kind of a passing of the
I
torch.
want the Phenom versus the Phenomenal one.
That's not going to happen either. It would be
Chris hangs his head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what happened to Kane? Did he die after fighting Braun?
No, actually, Kane faced Brock Lesnar at a house show this week and lost in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
To which the fans were very upset. Because Brock showed up for 30 seconds and left.
Yeah. All I hear is that Brock just, he's like the entity.
What do you mean?
He just comes in, kills people, and leaves.
Yeah.
And it's just like, there's no storyline there. He just kind of just wrecks people. It's
Eat,
like, oh,
sleep,
Brock
suplex,
Lesnar.
repeat.
Yeah. And there's no fun with him. That's what I've been hearing.
He likes to make money as fast and efficiently as possible.
And then he wants to go to UFC.
Because what's going to happen at UFC, Chris? He's going to do what? Make money real quick and leave.
Even if he loses.
Even if he loses.
Is
$2 million. $3 million.
Who got punched in the face? Was that Brock who got punched in the face? by
Braun got
Braun got
a stiff
punched.
jab from Brock because he did something wrong. Who knows? Brock's crazy. But real quick, also a note from this championship match was there was a cool moment between KO and Sami Zayn, and Sami Zayn is staring down KO, and it's everyone's wondering if Sami's going to stay true to his word and lie down for him. And he says, "I'm a man of my word," so he starts to lie down, and then KO doesn't trust him, and they start fighting, and then that's where everything kind of escalated with Shane and stuff like that. But that was kind of a cool moment because we didn't know what was going to happen.
So,
Sweet chin music to the face.
I mean, no. But,
No.
Yeah, that's what happened to...
That's not
What's his
sweet
name?
chin music. It's only sweet chin music if Shawn Michaels says it.
Bro.
Well,
it's
Dolph
the same
Ziggler
thing.
tried to do his best sweet chin music because he was tuning up the band.
Yeah.
But that's no real sweet chin music.
I bet Dolph can put a nice fucking sweet chin music.
You dropped an F-bomb too.
No, I didn't.
All right, we're allowed two guys, two.
Damn.
Two F-bombs an episode, all right?
Reminds me of Anchorman. It's like, I never say.
But yeah, so AJ Styles versus Shinsuke confirmed.
Yep.
Yeah.
WrestleMania main event, and in quotes, because latest is that Ronda Rousey's match might actually main event.
Why?
Exactly.
Can it be like...
I don't know.
Can it be a co-main event?
Everything is like up, you know.
Yeah, everything's up in the air
Vince,
until Vince wakes
Vince
up.
might wake up tomorrow and be like, RN and Bobby Roode, they put on a good match. The main event.
I want Apollo involved
All right.
for the main event.
The
AJ
Cruiserweights.
versus Shinsuke, but then Ronda Rousey comes in and beats them all both up.
No,
Yes.
that's not what's gonna happen.
Why? And then Kurt Angle comes in and just beats up Triple H. And they're like, oh my god, what just happened
Well,
here?
Steven already predicted his finish for the
Yes, I did.
Ronda Rousey, Kurt, Triple H death match
You could hear that on our previous episode.
yeah.
Yeah, so like AJ and Shinsuke just try to do their thing. They get interrupted by this badass woman.
We should point out that this is the first ever match to take place on Wrestle Kingdom and WrestleMania. Granted, they make it there. Anything could happen between now and then.
Yeah, John Cena could come back.
Well, John Cena's not going anywhere.
Dude,
Yeah.
John Cena has another road to WrestleMania.
He's gonna find a road. He's gonna get his Google Maps out. He's gonna find a road, and it's
Gonna
probably
find a
gonna
road
lead
to
through Death Valley.
WrestleMania.
The Dead Man, Undertaker. But yeah, Fastlane, 2018. Solid. Grades. Grades, guys. We usually give grades for pay-per-views.
That's all right.
All right, I mean like letter grade. All right isn't a report card. All right is very vague.
B.
B. What'd you give Elimination Chamber?
I don't know.
B. I think you gave it like B plus.
I think you gave it a B plus. We gave it like A minuses or something.
No, I gave it a B minus.
You gave it a B minus. I think it a B plus.
Are you sticking with B? A B.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing like too crazy about this. That was great.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I don't know.
So B. Alex.
I'll go B minus.
B minus.
Yeah.
I was gonna give it a C, but the main event, and I think...
So I was actually trying to not give it a bad rating. I thought you guys were going to give it the high rating.
Well, no, the main event really boosted my thoughts on this, and Bobby Roode versus Orton was also really good. So I'm going to give it a B-.
Yeah, I was at the C+-ish line for this, and then the main event moved it up to...
Man, I gave it a B, and you guys were more into it than I was.
Well, I mean, I really got into it when I threw a chair because Asuka came out.
Because he was right. We get it, Steven. You were right. All right, we were
all... you got to read between the lines.
Wrong predictions.
Did you... I got that exclusive interview, exclusive Triple H and Vince clip. I know Vince for personal friends. I know the card. I just can't spoil it yet.
You just can't spoil it.
Yeah.
You're like that dude.
Yeah, man. Oh my God, I keep kneeing the table. Sorry. But yeah, Fastlane, good times. If you want to catch up on our stream, twitch.com.
Yeah, I think it's like previous broadcasts.
Twitch.tv, not twitch.com, sorry.
You go to like past broadcasts and all of our stuff's there.
We might post some highlights throughout the week from that, especially the Asuka moment, because that was pretty fun. Probably our most memorable moment yet. But I think that's going to wrap things up for this episode, this special pay-per-view episode. Obviously, you heard our social media stuff before the episode started, so go check those out. Interact with us. Talk to us. Be our friends. Be our friends. We're friendly guys.
Mm-hmm.
We're open-minded, so give us your opinions. We'll talk to you. And thanks for listening. Next episode, as usual, midweek, Raw SmackDown. Probably 205 Live 2 because of the semifinals of the tournament. And who knows, maybe NXT. We'll see.
We shall see what goes on.
But that's it for this week. So thanks for listening again. I am one of your hosts, Steven.
I'm Alex.
I'm Chris.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Bye.